and being taken over by a group of people, which is actually called racism. A lot of people think that bigotry and biasness is racism, but they're different. Anyway, I've learned that through my family line that there are things that we believed in and things that we do that we have to uh, get, that we have to separate ourselves from, you know. And some of us are so engulfed in the things that we learn into the patterns of this world that we can't change them because it seems right. Doesn't mean that it is right. It just seems that way, you know. Sometimes we say in the Bible, there's a way of a man that seems right, but in the end it's destruction. But sometimes we feel like in religion, it seems like it's the right way. But we don't see all the wrong things. Like when things go good, we give God the glory. When things go bad, we blame the devil. Why? Why? Why do we blame the devil? Why do we give God the glory for everything that's good when God created all things? Is it us that's doing things and we're blaming the devil to keep from having responsibility, owning up to our responsibility, owning up and having acknowledgement of what we're doing? We have been so badly conformed in our thinking to the point we need someone to think for us. We need to be governed. And that's what people are doing. They're governing our mental. The government, governmental. They're governing the way we think. Eat this, eat that, dress like this, dress like that. Women, you don't need no man. We'll give you a project. We'll give you food stamps. You just don't have the man in the house and let us know where he's at. Give us the information on him. And then we'll put him in jail. We'll flood the streets with drugs and we'll keep him locked up and you can just be all right. I'll be your baby daddy. And we'll charge him to pay for it. We don't see what's really going on. Really? Tithing in church. We don't see what's really going on. Tithing was for the Israelites. The Levites had to be the ones to take care of the structured church, the structured building. And because their whole family lived their life doing that, because they met daily, people met daily. Church isn't the building, it's a gathering of people, and they met daily. So the Levites tended to it, the whole lineage. So they got 10% of everything that was produced by people to give to them to help them. And nowadays, they're using that as a threat, of robbing God, giving them 10%. That's not what it really means. That's not what it says, but we don't read enough. We don't study enough. We don't ask God for the truth. We just simply be compliant. That's what we learn how to do in school, be compliant. This is horrific. We are gods in this world of ours and need no one to govern us. We thrive in frequency. The universe responds to us in frequency. Our thoughts brings feelings of desire. The frequency manifests the desire because everything created has been created for our sake. We are gods. That's why all things created is a prop for us. It serves us. We put it to use, and we put it to use for us. Let me give an example of this. Trees, I wrote it down too. Trees doesn't grow fruit for itself. It grows the fruit for us to eat, not itself. The sun and moon doesn't have its power for itself. It has it for us. Everything created is for us, gods, to sustain life. We are the ones observing existence, feeling, hearing, seeing, moving, touching, knowing. We experience good and bad, happy or sad, love or hate. We experience beauty or ugly. We experience judgment or acceptance. We choose what we want or don't want. We're the ones that's choosing all this. We're the ones that's experiencing all this. We are the ones, And sometimes when we blame the devil doing things, we need to take a look at ourselves. Is it us that's doing things? Or is it the devil? Do you see the devil? Negative things is influencing our thinking. It all starts in the way we think. This is why government governs our mental well-being, our mental capacity. Tells us what we need to do. So they train us early on from children to be compliant, so that when we grow older, we're totally compliant. We don't really see it. We choose what we want or don't want. We go within ourselves to determine what is or what is not good for us, or what is bad or not bad for others we encounter. We want the good for all. It's our choice. Not the devil made me do it. What devil? Religion messed up our thinking to the point that we look to a God outside of ourselves. You know, I used to be confused a lot. You know, in church, people say, God isn't a liar. God is not the author of a liar. They say the devil's the author of a liar. Okay, let's go with that. Okay. So if God is not a liar, okay, and God can't tell a lie, okay. So why is it that God told us to eat the fruits from the trees and the things from the ground, like potatoes and green beans and things that come from the ground? Why is it that God told us to eat these things, but when after the flood and Noah parked, and the ark was parked, and they came out, Noah grew a vineyard, and then God said we can eat animals. My teeth, even though they're fake, my teeth don't have fangs to rip apart flesh, you know, because animals eat raw flesh. We do not. We have to cook our flesh for tenderness so that these teeth can eat them. You know, we weren't meant to eat meat. If God is not a liar, what God told us to eat meat? And why do we stand strong? Like God said, and we should pray over our food. Everything God made is good for us. I thought you said God wasn't a liar, because that sounds very contradictory. So why is it the same God from the beginning that said, let there be light, there's still light, told us what to eat, and then changed his mind and told us what to eat, and gave us what meat to eat? Which God told us that? Is that the same one that said, let us make man in our image? Who is the us? Is it one of those gods? See, we forgot that there's a God of this world. They don't read Revelations 12. They don't read it. We seem to forget. But it's okay. I digress. Let me finish reading. We must look within ourselves to know the truth. The truth is in our blood. Don't eat the meat with the blood still in it, because there's life in the blood. Did you hear that? That's why blood is so valuable. Life is, which is truth, is in the blood. We would know the truth when we hear the truth, see the truth, experience the truth. Honesty is the doorway to truth. I stand on my purpose because it's really not illusion. Knowing and action of the truth brings about a desire of emotional change called love. It's an essential part of compassion. The love and compassion will have us revealing in the light what has been hidden in the dark. The thing that is revealed is always the truth. When Jesus walked this earth, he was speaking love. He was speaking truth. He was separating, dividing what we thought and what we felt, going by law, we call law. And he didn't go against what we thought and felt and wrote for ourselves about law. Mosaic law, but he was fulfilling prophecies. He was doing what was needed for us to know what truth is. But we are so conformed to the ways that have been governing to us to the point that we do not know what the real truth is. Remember I said earlier, study to show yourself approved. That you being a workman unto God need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. We must understand the truth and what truth does to us. Truth sets us free from arrogance. Truth sets us free from lies. Truth sets us free from the things that we've been conformed to. All we have to do is listen to the Spirit that's within us. It will guide us to the truth. Our godly love will never lie to one another. We will always tell the truth. I'm honest with me, so I'll be truthful to you. I choose love to live by so I can reveal to my fellow gods who we really are. Not looking for a God to control us outside of ourselves, although we didn't create ourselves. No, we didn't create ourselves. There's a source. I call it the Creator. We exist to experience life. We live forever. The body dies, but the spirit within us lives forever. Can you imagine how boring that would be if we exist all our lives and if life wasn't created? This itself gives us purpose to experience and choose a direction in which we live and behave before the body expires. Life without purpose is meaningless. I find that my life is more fulfilling when I have purpose. That allows me to think more. That allows me to write more. It allows me to do things. It allows me to do things that I know is right and I know what's wrong because we know what is right. That's why we choose. We choose what we know to do. We know what is wrong. We know what is right. And we choose which one we will do. Choose this day who you will serve. Choose this day what you will do. Choose it. We must know what love feels like, what hate feels like, from different perspectives, male and female. All of us has a purpose. All of us. I said that earlier. We all have a purpose. You just got to find your purpose. I'm finding mine, and just because mine is different from yours, or just because I'm thinking a little different from you, and I'm not as conformed as you are, don't mean I'm wrong. You're right. Get a hold of yourself, religious person. A lesson in everything we do not choose to do. This will activate purpose. So I choose to do that what I know is right in my life. I choose that. You don't have to agree. Nor am I asking you to agree. I'm just giving you my thoughts, my view, my understanding, because we all get an understanding for ourselves. Or